Anheuser-Busch has lost billions of dollars in the last few weeks. And they are now what I like to call purgatory. I'm Anthony Rader, and this is Politically Unhinged. Okay, I guess. All right, sorry about that. As you can tell, I am still working out the kinks to this. So yeah, welcome to Politically Unhinged live once again. Yes, so Anheuser-Busch is ruining its own brand. And it's hilarious. All right, don't get me wrong. It is completely hilarious. And if you disagree, well, you're just wrong. It is one of the funniest things to happen in the latest time. Amen. So dive into this, shall we? So, like, this is a topic that everyone has been asking for a long time. So let's get into it. So, as you know, that Anheuser-Busch has gone ahead and what woke. And I am sadly going to show you this commercial once again. I'm sorry, everyone.
Less than 96 minutes.
It's I'm sorry, I couldn't get through it, the rest of it. It's just so horrifying. Anheuser-Busch is they so-called apologized for that, but they didn't. Let's be honest. This corporation didn't apologize. It was a complete utter sham in this entire thing. Anheuser-Busch doesn't care that you are a conservative, that you have been drinking the beer for a long time. They don't care that you are here to actually support them. No, they just don't care. They don't care about you. And we have to understand that they just do not care about you. And it's just one of those things. A matter of fact, let's go ahead and pull up their so-called apology. All right. So, as you can see here, as CEO of a company founded in America's heartland for more than 165 years ago, I am responsible for ensuring every consumer feels proud of the beer we brew. Yeah, right. No one is proud. Yes. So sorry about that, Raymond. So what is going on right now is that Anheuser-Busch partnered up with Dylan Mulvaney, and they are absolutely getting torched. So much by these people going on like, oh well, oh, we have to apologize because we offended people. Well, it's because that you already knew your representation, what you were doing, and you kept on going ahead and went like, yeah, screw you. All right, so what they continue and say, we are honored to be part of the fabric of this country. Anheuser-Busch employs more than 18,000 people, and our own independent distributors employ an additional 47,000 valued colleagues. We have thousands of partners, millions of fans, proud history supporting our communities, military, first responders, sports fans, and hardworking Americans everywhere. Yeah, right. We never intended to be part of a discussion that divides people. We are in the business of bringing people together over a beer. You're in the business in dividing people. Stop saying that. That is literally what you are in. Like, my time of serving the country taught me the importance of accountability and values which America was founded: freedom, hard work, and respect for one another. As CEO of Anheuser-Busch, I am focused on building and protecting our remarkable history and heritage. I care deeply about this country, this company, and our brands and our partners. I spend much of my time traveling across America, listening to and learning from our customers, distributors, and others. Moving forward, I will tirelessly, yeah, yeah, I will work tirelessly to bring great beers to consumers across the nation. Um, okay. So is he going to be working for another beer distributor? Like, what is going on? I am going to be bringing good beer. Well, there isn't any good beer in Anheuser-Busch. Definitely not anymore. This beer company has fallen. And they have decided that no one cares about you. No one cares. They like to say that it was a so-called local, or like so-called small person in the company, saying that, oh, they are the ones that did it. Bullshit. You okayed it. Well, it was our marketing team. Well, you guys have to okay it. Shut up. That is the problem with everything. They are incorrect when they say that they have no say in this development. No. And like, here's the thing. This has been a huge backlash for them. They have lost over $6 billion because of this boycott. And it's a very successful boycott. But there are some Republicans that are telling you to, hey, back off, back off. You can't be doing this. Back off, back off. Well, there's only a few companies that back the Republican following. And we are being told to back off. Well, look, yes, Anheuser-Busch is one of the biggest contributors, or the biggest contributor to the GLP. But here's the thing. Why? Why should we stop? We shouldn't. These are the people that we are able to hold accountable, and we are being told not to? Are you kidding me? This is the only time that we have the power to wield our so-called political power, as Matt Walsh likes to say, and we're being told to stop by these people, to some people that I actually look up to and think that Jake should run. Yes, there are people that are like that. I mean, and here's the unfortunate side. Why do we have these cuckold Republicans going ahead and saying, well, it shouldn't matter if they have a man that is cosplaying as a woman there? What? It 100% matters that there is a man cosplaying as a woman. Are you kidding me? This is literally what is going on here. You're telling us that we shouldn't be worried. Well, we should. That is one of the dumbest, insane things that the Republican Party can say to its base. And unfortunately, they already have. If you're going to be saying this to your base, you need to understand that we will be angry. We will keep on doing it. We have country singers that have changed Bud Light out of their songs, and now it's a Coors Light. Still a shitty beer, in my opinion, but it's a step in the right direction. Matter of fact, they should be drinking like Yingling or PBR. But hell, what do I know? Matter of fact, I drink my small brews, which I encourage all of you to do. Go find a local owned brewery and buy stuff there. Support them. Because these big companies don't care about you. They don't. and they will never care about you. And as Republicans, we tend to forget that this is what they do. They do not care. And it's one of those things that Republicans have gone ahead. We have taken loss after loss after loss, even when it comes to these companies. Even when it has come to these people and saying, like, well, yeah, let's go ahead and still support these people. Well, we said that, and look what's going on. Disney is very, very woke now. Disney does not care about you. Disney could care less about what is going on. Yes, that is because they are definitely a propaganda wing of the Democratic Party, but still, they do not care. And we are here to say that, like, oh, well, who cares about this? Oh, screw this. All right. We need to be able to shout what we mean at any given time. There is a reason why the left has won every single time, because they scream the loudest. Maybe it's a time for us to take a rule out of the left's playbook and scream the loudest, because people like to say, like, oh, you guys aren't a silent majority, when in actuality we are. Or I will say that, and people will call me crazy, but we are. Or the problem is that Gen Z, they say, like, well, Gen Z is overwhelmingly Democrat. Well, what generation isn't that is young? Here's the thing. They were touting that 70% of Gen Zers voted Democrat. Let me tell you something. That is a low statistic. That is very, very low for that. That means about 30% of Gen Z is already voting Republican. They don't see the problem in that. That is because they are also losing their voter base now. Kind of insane when you think about it, that these people are going ahead and they are going, like, yeah, no big deal. Well, it is. They are scared. And they know that if we keep on talking about the transgender issue into the next election cycles, that we will win. Because normal people agree with us. The Democrats that are pushing the wokeism in this country, they don't see a problem with it. But every normal person agrees. We used to all agree that a man cannot become a woman and a woman cannot become a man up until 5 minutes ago. And now here we are. Look where we are. Now we have to fight for our country. All right. So before we get to the rest of Anheuser-Busch, I just want to inform you guys that we do have a sale going on at the merch shop. All right. So at the merch shop, we can get stuff like this shirt right here, the politically unhinged logo. Go shirt. Yeah, big deal, right? But you can also get this shirt right here. Here are my Anthony Rader 2036 shirt where it says "Fight for Our Country" as the slogan. And you can also get my favorite shirt that I have made so far, Bud Light. I'm not gay. Okay, don't pass me the Bud Light. I'm not gay. You can get this. All right. I highly encourage you guys going to check it out. Go to tinyurl.com/pu merch to get this stuff. And use the code Uda Cunt Light to get 15% off. That is Cunt Light, CUNTLIGHT Light. Cunt Light for 15% off. All right, so we're going to dive back into this. All right, so with all this backlash that Bud Light is having, they released another commercial to instill the values. So let's take a look at them. It is so great, guys. I feel extra American now because they helped us.
Let me tell you a story. about a beer rooted in the heart of America, found in a community where a handshake is a sure contract, brewed for those who found opportunity in challenge and hope in tomorrow. Raised by generations, willing to sip, share, risk, remember. This is a story bigger than beer. This is the story of the American spirit.
So now they think it's okay because they put out that little snippet of an ad that we should go buy their beer. No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't be bowing down to these people once again. Never bow down to these companies. If they went ahead and disagreed with you and went to ahead and abandoned their base once again, they're going to keep on doing it. We got to understand that. And it's going to keep on happening. All right. So, like I said, in response, there are some Republicans that are supporting Bud Light, telling us to end the boycott. Ooh. Because they need their money. We need the money. We need the money here. They need the money to ensure that the GLP runs. It's like, do you guys not understand? This is the only time that we have the power to tell these companies that we do not like them. And now it's going to tell them to think twice not to do this to the American people. Like, what do they think is going to happen? I'm sorry. Like, why did these people? Why did they go ahead and they think that like, oh, we're going to do nothing? Well, it's stupid that they think that. I'm going to tell you that. But what do we know? I mean, we're only the consumers that can actually let our voices be heard. But you know, who cares? Who cares about what these people think? Who cares about what these people are going to say? We got to keep on battling against these people. All right. Like I said, I am taking questions throughout the entire stream. So if you got questions, keep on asking them. All right. So, Trump Jr. Has said stuff. Now, let's take a watch to it. Oh. All right. Where is it?
I'm not, though, for destroying an American and iconic company for something like this. Trust me, the memes have been so good. I'm sitting there chomping at it, like I want it. But like when I actually look into it, I'm not going to blame the whole company for the inaction or the stupidity of someone in a marketing campaign that got woke as hell.
Don, we should be blaming them. We should be blaming them. I don't care if it's just one person. They speak for the company. We should be blaming this entire company. Are you kidding me? This is something that we should 100% be doing. Like I said, I like you, Don. I really do. But good Lord, was that stupid? We should be questioning everything here. But no, according to you, we should just be sitting there going like, yeah. I guess that's okay. We should just let them be them. It's fine, I guess. No. We should be letting our voices be heard. And it's stupid that we don't. As conservatives, we have been laying down for far too long and just letting these companies become what they are today. All right, so this is a news segment. I sadly do not have anything. I don't have something up for it yet. So this is a news segment called Most Triggered Liberal of the Week. So this channel has been growing tremendously fast in the past week because we have a lot of like-minded individuals out there. And with me doing all these shorts and all, I have pissed off a lot of liberals so far. But none of them have been so pissed off to reply to me on like several different shorts. One of them even wrote me a book. The same person wrote me a book report. Let's take a look at this. All right. So, Bob McPherson. What does woke even mean? Yeah. All right. So, woke, what I say, I only woke. Let's see. Because the only woke I'd rather be is in the morning and from a nap. Okay. So, yeah. So, I'll tell you what woke means. In my personal opinion, woke means literally taking stuff that was acceptable by society for thousands of years and going ahead and saying, oh, sorry, that's not it. It like men can become when women can become men. Well, woke is making sure that they are going ahead and they are tearing down the foundations of Western society, Western civilization. Western civilization has grown to the point where we are because that we have, well, I guess you could say we are not secular. We have Judeo-Christian values. And the people on the left, not necessarily all of them, but quite a bit of them on the left are going ahead and saying, no, that is bad. Men can become women. Women can become men. When we have accepted this stuff for thousands of years, saying, no, men are men, women are women. One cannot become the other. And the thing is that like the left likes to go ahead and they say like, oh, yes, men can become women because there was these traditions in like Native American culture where the men would dress up like a woman. No, that's stupid. All right, yeah. So it's basically going ahead and accepting this idiocracy that is happening. I hope I answered your question there. It's like I said, it's just tearing down the foundations of Western society to the point where, well, what we're seeing now, where we're looking at it and we are becoming a total clown world. All right, now let's get to the most triggered liberal of the week. All right, so this is our most triggered liberal of the week, Bob McPherson. Bob McPherson has commented on quite a bit of my videos. I took a screenshot, I posted them on my personal Facebook because, it's funny. So this is when I said that I want to trust this guy to have a pair of scissors. And he goes like, he sounds dumb, but he sounds smarter than you do. Well, Bob, you're just stupid. And he goes like, why do you like stuff? Why do you like this stuff? I don't pretend that like this is anything other than you being into this. This is weird and disgusting. Yes, it is. Doesn't mean that I'm into it. I am not. Just weird and disgusting and gross. And why would you ever put this up? Like, why? Something goes wrong, and you people, when you call Democrats the scumbags and child groomers, so groomers, I think he means, but you guys are the ones that are obsessed with this weird shit. Well, here's the thing. We have to be calling this stuff out because no one else will. The left isn't going to. Why should we trust them? Okay. So I think this is, yeah, so that's the next one. So let's go ahead and zoom into that once again. The issue, so this one is, I'm going to be honest, I don't remember this one. So, all right, it was me saying like we shouldn't be blaming the gun, we should be blaming the person. Ready? And this is what Bob has to say. The issue is that we don't need people to have weapons of war. It's not a weapon of war. A weapon of war can literally be anything. Your sock can be a weapon of war. Nobody wants to just get rid of guns. Yes, they do. Not one Democrat says, period. Many of us agree that there should be background checks and that you shouldn't be able to have a full automatic weapon of war. Well, in the US, you can't have full automatic weapons of war right now. So, and also, a weapon of war, that's too broad. You can literally be anything. It could be your shoe, it can be a shoelace. And by the way, there are background checks, you idiot. Rifle, shotguns, and pistols, at least a few that you actually could need. That's great, but we don't need people to be on and buying as many guns as they want because they just resell them to the criminals. Well, do you really not know how this works? Criminals are going to get guns no matter what. You're so stupid, all right? What's so bad about having a shotgun or a rifle and a handgun or two? Well, there's nothing. I believe you should be able to have anything you want. Nobody hunts with an AR-15. That would be some pretty cheap, non-sportsman-like bullshit also. Bob, you haven't freaking played a sport in your life, I am guessing. The fact that there is absolutely no one when a single good reason that anybody needs a automatic assault rifle. Automatic assault rifle. What? You're stupid. The fact that there is absolutely not one good reason. Okay, sorry about that. You're welcome to try to make up some bullshit and pretend that the Second Amendment says that, which it doesn't. Most of you Second Amendment people never even read the Second Amendment, or at least you don't know what it actually means. And by the way, that doesn't mean people are supposed to make militias to attack our government. It's quite the opposite. Militias are made by the state, not to be bored grown boys that have nothing better to do but play poke themselves from behind the woods. They can't get women, buy a bunch of guns and resell them. Oh my god. But yeah, Bob is the triggered liberal of the week. And as you can see, he's just spouting off stuff that doesn't make sense. He got mad at me for actually knowing my Second Amendment rights. He got mad at me for going ahead and saying, yes, the Second Amendment says shall not be infringed. Well, there's this thing called a comma, an Oxford comma, that we don't use anymore. Right to militia, right to bear arms. That's what the Second Amendment says. You have a right to form a militia. Guess what? Your states don't regulate the militias. They never did. Not even back then. To say that your rights change over time is stupid. All right. And people like to use the argument, what if the founding fathers saw this? What if the founding fathers went ahead and they saw all these guns? Ooh, spooky guns, spooky, spooky. This guy drank a gallon of stupid shit. Yeah, so like people like him, they go out and they say this. Well, here's the thing. Your founding fathers believed in having artillery, stuff that we aren't allowed to have now. Wonder why. You see, James Madison during the War of 1812, people asked him, they were like, hey, can we have cannons? He was like, fuck yeah, you can have cannons. I wrote the Second Amendment. You can have whatever the hell you want. This is why, like, people like him, I do not think should be able to talk sometimes. Like, this person says, have you actually read the Second Amendment? Well, I have. I have actually testified for it multiple times. I talk about it all the time. I know my Constitution. And this person goes up and he just says this stuff. But yeah, like he is our first trigger liberal of the week, guys. I am so happy to have him as our first trigger liberal of the week. Writing a book report to me. Oh my God, this guy. It was so great to see that. I'm going to be honest. Seeing him just go ahead and write that book report. He actually thought he probably thought I read it right then and there. And my whole life was changed. The thing is that didn't care, but he gave me an idea for a new segment. So congratulations on being the first ever trigger liberal of the week. And we are going to have a lot more because I am pissing off a lot of people now. Matter of fact, I might try to get part of that made as a shirt. So let me know if you guys want to see that made into a shirt with one of Bob's takes on anything. Okay. But yeah, like these people don't know anything. But like I said, so like back to the Anheuser-Busch thing, like they lost $6 million and they haven't learned from it. Anheuser-Busch, this is going, you guys are going to be made as an example for every single company that screws over their base. So, Anheuser-Busch, this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning for you guys. I want to tell you that. And I want to be honest. So I just heard about this. I'm not exactly sure if it's true. Let's go ahead and bring it up. All right. So, so it is real. There's actual multiple, but I just saw it. I wasn't sure. So let's take a look at this real quick, everyone. So Anheuser-Busch has received threats. That's apparently. Yeah. So Anheuser-Busch facilities receive threats due to Bud Light backlash. Huh. Anheuser-Busch is receiving backlash over the Dylan Mulvaney bullshit. Yeah, we know that. Conservatives blasted Bush. Well, yeah, obviously, over their partnership. Yeah, we should have. Should keep on doing it. We shouldn't stop. All right, so let's see what these. So through the controversy has spread social media to bar fights. Now Anheuser-Busch receiving threats. Okay, well, what are these threats that they are talking about? Worked quickly. Okay, well, I don't care. So that they're talking to CNN, the China News Network, the Communist News Network, really? Locations were not specified to Los Angeles police. Okay. The backlash has escalated to physical violence and threats after the Bud Light partnered with Mulvaney on Instagram. Good Lord. Anheuser, what is so this is just stupid. What where have you said so various demographic? Okay, what where is that actual threats? Factories hit with bomb threats. Okay, amid all right, New York Post. Let's see if you actually have something going on. Lord. All right, yeah. St. Louis beer maker patch. Must receive a bomb threat. Okay, so they received bomb threats. All right, look. So this is a bomb unit. Wow. All right, look. All right, so I don't agree with doing stuff like this. All right. And we need to stop this. We are no different from the people that are burning down cities if we are threatening people with bombs. Why are we doing that? We shouldn't. Like, it's not okay. Okay, like, I think the memes are hilarious. Yeah, let's keep on doing the memes. Let's keep on doing the boycott, but we shouldn't be threatening people. Okay, let's see. I would I would just recall the beer with insert dude's name here and don't ever do it again. Yeah, I mean, that is honestly a good idea. Yeah, they should be recalling the beer. They should be doing stuff like that. They should actually come out and apologize to their voters, to their backing. But no, they're not going to do that. This is why I tell people, look, you should be drinking your home brewed beer, beer that is brewed locally. Yeah. At least they aren't going to go out there getting a trans spokesperson. They don't have it. They don't have the money to get a spokesperson. We'll say this though: if any of you have a brewery that is watching, I will be your spokesperson. I will talk about your beer. I will drink your beer all day. Let's do it. But yeah, we shouldn't be doing this. We are no different from the people that were doing the Summer of Love, burning down the cities by doing this. I do not condone this violence. I do not condone it whatsoever. Stop with this BS and just keep on going ahead. Yeah, I mean that's a good choice. Not drinking beer. But yeah, I mean, yeah. They need to apologize. Recall it. Apologize. Whatever. If they actually apologize to their base, they might be able to rebound a bit versus them just selling about hundreds of cases in like a week or so. They screwed over their base. And now like the left is mad at them for them putting in that iffy apology that I showed earlier. So they're in purgatory right there. No one is really buying them anymore. In fact, they say that they're an American-based company, but their headquarters isn't even in America anymore. So screw them. Am I right? I mean, it's up to you. Drink them. Don't drink them. I don't care. I don't drink that cheap beer anyway. Wait. All right. So, unfortunately, I am going to get ready to wrap up the stream. Thank you guys for coming on. As always, we are going to end off with a quote. So, this quote is by the greatest wrestler of all time. Dang it. Look, I don't want to share this thing. Okay, there we go. All right. If you're afraid to fail, you'll never succeed. If you're afraid to fail, you'll never succeed. That is from the greatest wrestler of all time, Dan Gable. All right. Thank you all for coming and watching the stream, and God bless.